Hey, baked goods enjoyers, Mad Cookie here, and this is a different video than I'm used to doing. At this point, I'm doing gaming content. You know, I'm doing a Kingdoms and Castles series right now, and this video is pretty much just for me and people in a similar situation as me. You know, just starting out on YouTube. And I'm doing this to just document where I've been and how this first week has gone. This is a week in. Technically, I created my account on the 9th, so technically I'm a week and a day in, I guess, if you want to be all technical about it. And it is basically midnight, so I mean it's practically the 17th over here, but this is a weekend for me. I didn't upload my first video until actually the 10th. So here we are. You know, I've been thinking about doing this for a pretty long time, but a week ago I was just like, you know what? If I don't do it now, when am I going to do it? You know, and I spent so much time just like overthinking everything. You know, like I needed to have the perfect everything. And you know, I came to realize, I'm like, nobody starts with everything figured out. You know, you just kind of have to get into it and do it. And that's what I'm doing here. And honestly, I'm kind of blown away by the support I've been getting so far. I mean, 420, oh wow, look at that, 420 views in a week. Like, that's just, it blows my mind that, I mean, surely it's not 420 different people, but like, so many people have spent so much, 46.9 watch hours. Like, people have spent 46 hours watching my videos. I didn't even think that was possible in a week. And to be clear, I'm not bragging here. I know that I feel like this is a good start, right? But I know that, you know, tons of other people have done a lot better than this in their first week. I get it. It's not, I'm just documenting. You know, I'm trying to show people that just, you don't have to have it all figured out, you know? Like, just start, you know? Like, what is it? Shia LaBeouf, or however you say his name. I don't know how you say his name. The guy in Transformers, you know who I'm talking about. He has this quote, you know, I think it's from him. Just do it, you know? And it's like, yeah, just do it. And I feel like that's really good advice. You know, you just gotta do it. You can't spend your life overthinking things, wondering if you could have done it sooner, or if you're even cut out for it. You know, you'll never know unless you actually do it. And that's kind of just what I'm talking about here. Honestly, I didn't expect this. I expected, you know, like 5 views a video. You know, like that's kind of where my head was at. I'm like, I'll be lucky if each one of my videos gets 5 views in a week. And here I am looking at a screen that is telling me that season 1, episode 6 got 83 views. I mean, sure, it's 6.3 average view duration, but if we go into this real quick, let's content, right? Episode 6, right? We can see that not an insignificant number of people actually watched to the end. Now I think I might have watched this one, because I'm trying to watch my content too. I want to kind of see like what what you guys are experiencing. And when I say you guys, I mean like my audience. I'm not sure if my normal audience is gonna want to see this, but let's just look at episode 10. This is my most recent upload. Got 1.7 watch hours, and I haven't watched this. I haven't watched this episode at all, and there is 8% of people made it all the way to the end. Like what? 17%? I'm not sure what exactly this means, but this is kind of what I assume it means. Is 8% got here and 17%. What this tells me is that more people, the most number of people, were watching at this point, or stopped. I'm not sure. It's. I get that this is not like a great retention graph, but it's good to me, and that means a lot. So let's just. I wanted to also talk about what's been easier than I thought it would be, and what's been harder than I thought it would be. So what's been easier is actually like talking to myself, basically, because that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm talking to you guys, right? But I'm talking to a microphone, just like alone, and it's a little bit strange to kind of get used to it, and I gotta say I'm not used to it, but I'm warming up to it a lot faster than I thought I would. So I mean, it's been a lot easier than I expected it to be. What's been a lot harder than I expected it to be is getting OBS to cooperate. So I actually, earlier today, I recorded episode 11, but OBS just kind of ate it. So I finished the recording, and I hit stop recording, right? And it just said stopping recording, and it sat there saying stopping recording for a solid 60 seconds or something before I kind of lost patience. I'm like, I'm starting to click it and whatnot, and nothing's happening. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna close it, I guess, like, and I did that, and I went into my files, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna find it, and I clicked it and started watching it, but I saw it, like, okay, the file's there, great. So I restarted my computer. I'm like, not sure what's going on here. I couldn't, I was planning on doing this video here right after episode 11, so I wanted to kind of restart OBS, right? So I closed it, and I tried to open it again, but it said OBS is already running. So I'm like, that's weird. So I closed everything. I shut down, and when I restarted, I went back, to start uploading episode 11, right? Because I know the file's there. I saw it, right? But it wasn't there. So I ended up spending several hours running a file recovery tool called Photo Rec. And we don't need to run it, but yeah, I spent hours running this. I mean, I wasn't like sitting at my computer for hours. I was letting it run while I did other stuff. But it was running, and I was hoping that I would be able to recover my lost video, but unfortunately I couldn't. And here's the list of videos I was able to recover. I mean, these are videos that like I said, I've been thinking about doing this whole YouTube thing for a pretty long time. So I was trying to record and everything. None of this has commentary, but the commentary videos, the Kingdoms and Castles, like, this is all very new to me. I literally, Kingdoms and Castles Season 1, Episode 1 is the first time I ever sat down and started talking to myself while I played a game. all this other stuff is just no commentary, just playing a game, just kind of, I guess you could say, getting a feel for it. I mean, I was thinking about, launching no commentary, but I decided that if somebody's going to want to watch my videos, right, they probably want to hear me talking about it, you know? Like, it's you got to have, like, I feel like to get anywhere, you know, on YouTube, people got to know who you are, right? And they're not going to know who you are if they're just, you know, watching you play a video game, you know, never hearing your voice, never kind of hearing your strategy or anything like that. I mean, you can watch a million people play a video game, right? You'll never know who they are. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do the live. I'm just gonna bite the bullet. I'm just gonna do it, you know, and see what happens. And yeah. So that's been tough. Just getting OBS to cooperate. So I'm gonna have to re-record episode 11. And that bothers me on multiple different levels, but you know, as they say, the show must go on, right? What am I gonna do? Skip an episode and be like, hey, you know, all this stuff happened, but OBS ate the recording. You know, I don't feel like that'd be entertaining. So I'm gonna redo episode 11, and you know, it is what it is, right? So I'm just rolling with it, you know, and there's another saying I like, perfect is the enemy of good. And I have no idea who said that, but I think that is incredibly true, and it's helped me kind of get past a lot of my perfectionism and OCD or whatever. I'm not sure. I've not been officially diagnosed with OCD, but I feel like I got those OCD tendencies, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of say it sometimes, even though I'm not technically diagnosed, but anyway. Like I said, this is not really the normal kind of video that I'm used to doing, or that I want to be used to doing. I mean, well, I do kind of want to be used to doing it a little bit, right? I do want to have, like, these updates every now and then, like, just, like I said, it's not really for my primary audience, you know? Like, my primary audience is just going to be gaming content, and not even necessarily just Kingdoms and Castles, right? I'm doing Kingdoms and Castles right now because I like Kingdoms and Castles, and there's not really a lot of content out there for it. But I'm going to be doing other games, like, maybe I shouldn't talk about what other games yet, but other games, right? So my primary audience, I think, is going to be people who like watching gaming videos, and you know, this sort of video is not really for them. You know, like I said, this video and videos like this that I'm probably going to do in the future are for me and others in a similar situation. Just kind of just to see, right, like what a week entails. Like, this is, I'm not sure if this is typical, you know, maybe this is typical, maybe this is bad. I don't know. I feel like it's good, you know. I feel like 85 views on a single episode, you know, not even a week in. This was published on the 14th, right? And I mean, this is 85 views a week in, right? So, I mean, I published it a few days in, right? So, this video is probably, 3 or 4 days old. But, I mean, 85 views, like, that feels like a lot to me. I mean, I know it's not, right? Like, in the grand scheme of things, I get it. But I feel like, for where I'm at right now, this is great. And I just kind of want to encourage anybody else who's in this sort of situation, you know, thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but not really, like, you know, whatever reason it is, like, self-confidence or fear of being judged, or just kind of wondering if they're cut out for it, or, I mean, whatever it is, I think you should just try it. You know, like, a worst case scenario. Let's just imagine the worst case scenario. You upload videos, right? And you get 0 views for a whole month, right? Worst case scenario, if you want to, you can just delete it. I mean, you can delete the videos, you can delete the channel, you can delete everything if you want to. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying, you know, like, if you want to, it's always an option that's available to you. So, like, why be afraid? You know, just do it, as they say. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's about it. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Maybe we could go over the analytics a little bit. I mean, again, 0.8% click-through rate. This is probably, you know, from the research I've done, 0.8% click-through rate is pretty terrible, right? But is it really terrible for the position I'm in right now? I don't feel like it. I mean, 0.8% is better than 0%, right? Like, that's just where I'm at. 41,000 impressions. That tells me that YouTube showed it to 41,000 people, and I've got 420 views out of that. Like, is that a good ratio? I'm not sure. Probably not. But, you know, it feels good to me because, like I said, I came into this expecting, like, nothing. You know, like, what am I... Am I really that entertaining? Like, am I? At some point I was like, I've got to push through that self-doubt, you know, like, just, if I sit here, like, what have I done with my life? You know, like, I've just wished, I've wished that I could start a YouTube channel. Like, okay, big deal, but you didn't actually do it, right? So it's like, a week ago, I'm like, am I just, like, wasting my life? You know, like, what am I doing with my life? Just, like, I gotta do something, right? So here we are. I hope this has been useful to somebody out there. I'm quite sure it'll be useful to me later on in my YouTube journey. But yeah, I mean, here we are. And like I said, I hope this has been useful, and if it has, then, you know, maybe leave a comment. You know, let me know that this has helped you, and that'll mean a lot to me. Anyway, well, only subscribe if you want to see gaming content. You know, don't subscribe if you want to see, like, if you just want to see YouTube journey content, you know, because that's going to be a pretty rare thing on my channel. This is, like I said, it's just for me and maybe some others out there like me. So this is not my primary focus. My primary focus is gaming, and I've been rambling way too long. So I'm gonna close it out and say thank you for watching, and I hope this has been useful to you. I'll see you next time.